Hi guys, and welcome to Conligus. My name is Staffan Liebeck, and I'm the Vice President of International Marketing in Conligus. My job is today to explain to you what Conligus is and how, foremost of all, to get paid, because I guess that is what really interests you if you're looking at this video. It is free to become a member in Conligus, and it will always be. There are no hidden fees, no monthly fees, no yearly fees whatsoever. Although, if you want to get paid any of our rewards in Conligus, you should become an active member. This is very simple. You have two options to go from. One is to purchase 50 CVs over a 30-day period. The easiest way is to start off with something that is called Basic, that is 50 CVs, or a Pro, that is 165 CVs, or the best that we have is an Executive, that is 575 CVs. The prices may vary, so please check in the back office or in the material found on internet. This is important to understand. Like I said, Conligus is free to join. Why do we then have packages, and why do you choose from one of these packages? It is really, really simple in the end of the day. To do the business of Conligus, if you want to do it in the correct way, and I suppose that you want, you need to market your business in the right way. This you do by using the credits, the bids, found in the packages that you purchase. So for example, in the basic pack, you have coins, you have credits that you can give forward. In Conligus we don't sell. We actually do it as simple as this. We give it forward. Most people don't want to sell. I think you agree. If you go and ask your friends, do you want to sell stuff? Most say no. If you ask them, can you consider giving away free stuff? I think the answer is also yes, of course they can. We have made an extremely simple way of giving it forward, the opportunity of Conligus. So when you join with a pack or you purchase coins, credits, bids from your back office, you will be able to give them forward to your friends. As simple as this. So of course, the more bids, the more credits that you have, if it's 50 in a basic pack, it is very few. If it's in a Pro pack, a little bit more. Executive pack, you have a lot of options that you can give it forward to your friends, family, people in social medias and so on. And this is very interesting because, let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, Facebook. How many friends do you have in Facebook? Are you connected to Line? Do you use email? Any of the other social medias around? I think the answer is simply yes. Most people today are connected to internet. And this is why Conligus is so powerful. We have no borders. We have no restrictions of where you can do your business. You can choose to do your business wherever, with whoever, and at whatever time you choose. And you do it simply by, like I said, giving it forward. This is something that we thought for a long time about how it should be working, because as I said before, most people don't like to sell. So we flipped it around and we made it very simple. You purchase your marketing, this is the only thing that you pay for. What you use yourself and what you want to use to market your business. So you purchase credits and you choose to use some of it, of course, yourself, but foremost of all, give it forward to create customers that later on, maybe, as you are interested in making money with Conligus. Please check for the actual prices of our different packages and coins online. They can be found in your back office or on the .com site. So how do I get paid in Conligus? It is actually very simple. The first way is in cash. I don't think I need to explain you very much about how the cash rewards works. Cash, you make a reward, you accomplish your reward in Conligus, and you are getting paid in cash. This one you can transfer to your bank account. Also, very soon, starting from January, you will be able to withdraw it from your personal Conligus debit card. So this is very simple and easy to understand. What we also did in Conligus is that we created something that we call a business expansion wallet. So on top of the cash rewards, we are also rewarding you with an additional credit. For each and every cash reward that you make, it is usually topped with credits on top of it, filled up in your business expansion wallet. These you can use for expanding your business. For example, I'll give you a good easy example to understand. We talked before about the different packages in Conligus. We have the basic package, we have the pro package, and we have the executive package. So over time, when you earn money, you will be able to use these credits for purchasing, also for your friends, family, for people in your organization, in your team that you're building. You will be able to pay with these credits for the packs and also for coins that you can use for yourself. You choose. So as I said, the business expansion wallet is the best possible way to develop your business extremely fast and to maintain something really, truly sustainable. The first and most important reward of them all is what we call a business expansion pool. Let me explain you very easily how it works and why it will take your business building, your team building to totally new dimensions. So like I said, it is called a business expansion pool. I mentioned before that you are paid in cash and in BEW credits, okay? With the business expansion pool, this one becomes extremely important to understand also. Because like I said before, you are getting paid in cash and in credits. The cash comes from, the rewards with the cash, and the credits are topped on top of the cash rewards, but also especially used in the business expansion pool. Why is our business expansion pool so revolutionary? Let me tell you. Of the total turnover in the company, 100% of the CVs that the company turn over each and every month, from this big cake of 100%, the global CV turnover of the company, we decided to share for each and every member a 10% share of the cake. This is important because this one helps you to build your business in an extremely sustainable way over time. I explain to you why. Normal cases, if you would build an organization in this kind of industry, you would be working. Maybe you are not making so much money. You would be working over time and so on. Maybe when you put in time and effort to it, it will start go up. And you will earn, of course, money. I'm not saying now that the other concepts on the market are not good. Of course they are. In each and every concept out on the market with legitimate companies, legitimate products, same as Conligus, you can and will be making some kind of money over time if you take it seriously. So why are we at Conligus different? It is very simple. Instead of these with the problem that most concepts have on the market, that up to or more than actually 90% of the people that joins an opportunity will unfortunately quit. This might come as a surprise to you, but it is like this. I've been in the industry myself for 15 years. I've seen a lot of companies coming and going and so on. Seen companies also staying for the long term. There are several really interesting opportunities out on the market that have been around for 50, 60, 70 years. But the problem that all companies have is that people don't understand maybe that it's a long-term business, it takes time to develop and so on, so they end up quitting. What did we do then with this business expansion pool that is so revolutionary? What we wanted to do is create a more linear development of your business. So yes, from the beginning already, you will be making some kind of profits. in your business, even if you wouldn't be a professional, even if you would struggle and so on. Why is this possible, and why are we able to, instead of losing up to 90% or even more of the people joining the opportunity, instead keeping most of the people involved in the business? Imagine if you could keep 50%, 60%, 70%, or maybe even 80 or 90% of the people that you start to build your business with involved for the long term. Would this make a difference? The answer is, of course, yes, it makes a difference. We in Conligus found a way of doing this with the business expansion pool, with sharing at least 10% of the total monthly global turnover with everybody that becomes at least a basic partner in the business. We share from this pool of 10% 1 unit from the 10% for the basic. For the pro, we share 5 units, and for the executive, 20 units. How does this one work? Let me explain to you why we found a way with this to keep most of our marketing partners involved in the business for the long term. It works in the following way. Let's say that you decides to start your business today. Each and every month, when you start a business, you will qualify for how many units you will have in the pool the next month. It works in this way. Let's say that you starts today as an executive. You will, as I said, have 20 units in this pool. This is interesting, of course. So it is December right now. You would start off then with qualifying for the units with 20 units in the pool during December, okay? Let's say that you also enroll somebody. You recommend the business to somebody. They also decide to become a member, an active member, to receive awards. The interesting thing now, and the really, really awesome stuff with this, is that on each and every member that becomes an active member by becoming a basic, pro, or executive, you will have 100% matching on these units. This is how it works. Let's say your friend, let's call him A or her A, enrolls and, like you, becomes an executive. She or he will, of course, get their 20 units, but you will also get an additional 20 units. Let's say that you have one more friend also, joining the business, liking Conligus the concept, wanting to do the same as you, give it forward, invest some money into the marketing and so on. Let's say that he or she becomes a pro. That is 5 units. Let's say you are working even more during December. You find a third person. Let's call her or him C. Let's say that that person becomes a basic. So you are an executive. Your first friend, A, are an executive. B, a pro. C, a basic member. The funny thing now is, and what is really, really awesome with Conligus, is that these all together that you do in December, qualify for during December month, so in total 20, 40, 45, 46 units, will be qualifying for sharing the January's turnover. So now in January, when the company are turning over 100% of the global CVs and so on, 10% out of this total CV is going into this pool, and that is shared with all the units available in the pool. And this is kind of awesome, because let's say that in January it is a really good month, we're turning over a lot of CVs. You are sharing from your 46 units. It gets even better than this, because what you earned during January from your units, they are paid out the 5th of each month the next. So in this case, you start up in December, you qualify, you are getting earnings, credits, rewards during January in the pool, and it's paid out 5th of February. Of course, over time you will be able to find more people that are interested in Conligus. So let's say that your 46 units that paid during January, let's say we work even more. We find a D person that, of course, likes the business, enrolls as an executive, that is 20 additional units. He or she, again, of course, gets the 20, but you want to keep on adding. So in this case, you would have 66 units that would pay you from what month? If the 46 earned during December paid during January, of course, the 66 is paying during February. So on February's total global monthly turnover, like we talked about before, 10% will be set aside and paid out from the February's turnover, paid out the 5th next month. So in this way, you can keep adding units, and it will help you grow your business in an extremely powerful way. On top of this 10% that is shared for all members that becomes a basic, pro, or executive, we also have an additional part of 5%. In the same way, it is part of the business expansion pool, and this 5% is shared between all our active and qualified partners in Conligus. So how do I become active and qualified? It is actually really simple. I explain to you soon. This 5% is interesting also because it pays you actually in cash. So the business expansion pool is paying both in credits for all members that becomes a basic or a pro or executive and once do a payment. They will be actually able to earn for the next 90 days whether or not they would enroll somebody, whether or not they would be doing some activity purchases. I will talk about that one later on with the activity and the qualification. They will earn, of course, from this 10%, like we spoke about before, and they will earn credits. So it is not cash that you're earning, it is credits because it is a business expansion pool and it is here to help you to expand your business. The other part, the 5%, is paid in cash and it requires for you to be active and qualified. I will explain to you now how this one works. So how do I become active and qualified in Conligus? It is actually really simple. When you start your business in Conligus by purchasing one of the packages, basic, pro, or executive, or becoming a pro, basic, or executive member over time, you will have a counter in your back office that shows how many days you are active. From the beginning, with a basic, it shows you 30 days. With a pro, it shows you 45 days. And with the executive, it shows you 90 days. So let's say that you became now an executive and you have a 90-day counter in your back office. Let's say you do it today. Tomorrow, this one will deduct 1 day, so it will be 89, the day after 88, 87, 86, and it will proceed towards 0. It is actually extremely simple to stay active. As I explained before, the counter will start to go down, down, down. It actually works in a very simple way. It is like a time glass, a sand glass. It looks like this. The 90 days is a full counter in the time glass. So when it starts to pour down into the time glass, of course, over time, all the sand will run out, and if you go to 0, you will no longer be active. But each and every purchase that you do from Conligus on the different portals will fill up the sand again, up to 90 days. So let's say that you do a purchase for €1. This €1 gives you 1 day more of activity. Okay? So as simple as this. So it is €1 for 1 day activity per marketing center. So how does it look with the different marketing centers and so on? It is extremely simple actually. When you start, and everybody that starts in Conligus will have 1, 2, 3 marketing centers. Okay? So you are able to build on the left side, on the right side of the root center 001. For all members in Conligus, you have 3 marketing centers, but only on the executive version, you have 1, 2, 3 active marketing centers. In the executive option, you have 90 days in the first marketing center, you have 90 days of activity in the second center, and you have 90 days in the third center. So this is very simple now. In order to be active, you keep the counter active in your centers that you want to stay active in. If you want, you can choose only to work with the number 1 center, the root center, and it is required only to keep that center active. So for each and every center, €1 per day to stay active. As long as you stay active, you will also save all the volume that is happening in your organization. And this is interesting to understand because let's say that you start from the beginning and you build, you find your friend A, you find your friend B and so on, and you start to building your organization. This will create volume. When you create volume in the Conligus, you will get paid a lot of different kind of rewards. I will talk about them later on. One of them is the team cycle bonus, and the second one of them is something that we call a matching bonus. This is important to understand that everything that is happening is only about volume. Once, it doesn't matter where the volume comes from, as long as it comes underneath some of the A and B persons that we placed in your business from the start. In order to be active, like we talked before, it is simple. You only need to keep your timer above 0 and you will stay active. If you want to also be qualified, and it is important to be qualified because you need to be qualified to receive cash rewards. This is important to understand. It is not only about the activity, but being qualified, you will be able to earn all the bonuses, all the rewards in a reward plan, except for something that we call the incentive trips. So how do I become qualified on top of being active? It is actually very simple. You become qualified by enrolling at least 1 on your left from the desired marketing center and 1 on your right. So let's take an example. If I want to qualify my marketing center 001, or the root as we call it, you enroll 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and they need to be a minimum more than 150 CVs. Okay, so as simple as this. It can be, in other words, a pro member or an executive member. 1 on the left, 1 on the right. If you choose to work with basic members, you will need, in this case, 3 basic members on the left and 3 basic members on the right. So this is simple. This is how you become qualified. So how do I keep myself qualified? This is also extremely simple. We talked about activity before. In the future, to keep yourself both active and qualified, activity, it is about your centers or center that you want to keep active. Being qualified, you only need to keep 1 on the left and 1 on the right, not running out of time in the counter. As simple as this. If you want to keep on activating also, for example, the second marketing center, it is needed that you enroll 1 personal more on your left from this center. So this would be, in this case then, C, and 1 on the right of your center, which would be D in this case. Same rule, 150, 150, and keeping it qualified, they only need to stay active. As simple as this. With being both active and qualified, there are actually something more interesting about this. Because as we spoke before, we have units that we earn in the business expansion pool, and we have something also in this pool that is extremely interesting as it pays in cash. This 5% of the total monthly global CV is paying out to active and qualified members only. So 10% went to the ones that came into the business, became a basic or a pro ones or an executive, and for 90 days, like I said, these guys will, without being active, also earn units in the business expansion pool. After this, if they want to take the most benefit out of it, they stay both active and qualified. So what do I do now as a member? It is extremely important to, as soon as possible, become qualified. This means enrolling one on your left and one on the right, as simple as this. The next thing that we're going to talk about is not only the start of building your team together with us in Conligus, but really going for the stars, building a huge organization, global organization together with us, earning team cycle bonus, which is the next reward that we're going to talk about. So now you got started in Conligus. You chosen your package, you chose a basic, a pro, or an executive. So how do you build your business in the most easy way found on the market? You can do it with us through actually giving it forward. This is how it works. As I explained before, when you start your business, you will start off with 3 marketing centers, where 1 or 3 will be active. So when you start your business, you have credits, you have coins in your packages that you can give to any of your friends through social medias, through emails, through messages, SMSs, whatever, or even just give a voucher code for one of your friends that you have been creating in your back office. How does this one work then? You send out vouchers to your friends and so on, and you create customers. This is important to understand. Any sustainable business for the long term, you need customers to turn it over. We take this really seriously in Conligus. You are required to get customers in order to be paid any of our rewards. So to get paid rewards in Conligus, how do? I start, like I said, sending out vouchers, giving it forward. Maybe I activate a 10 euro voucher, a 20 euro voucher, or even a 50 euro voucher. It is totally up to you. You can create a voucher as big as up to 200 bids on our hybrid auction, which is the first portal of choice for us in Conligus. Once you have been sending out your vouchers, you will of course have customers getting in, registering on the auction or some of the other upcoming portals in Conligus, and they become customers. This is important. Once they become a customer, they also have the option, of course, you follow it up. You call your friend, you send him an email, a message in any of the social media platforms and ask him or her, how did you like it? Did you see anybody win on the auction and so on? Most people, yeah, of course, yeah, it was nice. I saw some people win and so on. And your simple question will be now, could you consider doing the same as me, only giving it forward? If this person, this customer, because they became a customer now, chooses to enter the business, they can enter, as we explained before, as one of your persons, either A or B. This is called a dual team or binary business. Why? Because it has 2 sides. It has a left side and it has a right side. So each and every of your marketing center will have a left side and a right side, and you earn on the volume created on your left and on your right. Each time when you get 150 CVs on one side and 300 CVs on your right side, you will complete something that we call a cycle. So one cycle is 150, 300, or vice versa, 300 and 150. Once this one is accomplished, you will be paid one cycle. This cycle will pay you in cash, like we said before, and it is 1650 euros in cash. And you will be rewarded on top of this one also credits that you can use for your business expansion. And this one becomes extremely interesting when you've been building your business for a while. I explain to you really soon why. So you earn the cash, 1650. You also on top of this get an extra credit from Conligus of 8.25 credits. So for these credits, you will be able to purchase coins, purchase packages, and so on. When you keep on building your business, like I said, it is all about customers. Of course, you will also earn for each and every customer that stays as a customer and buys more. Let's say they buy bids on the auction, they buy some of the other products, but they stay as customers. They will create volume. So it doesn't matter where these customers are. If they are connected to you, you are getting paid a retail bonus on it. And if they are connected to some of your marketing partners in your team, they create also CVs. And each and every time, like I said, when you have 150 or 300 and 300 on the other side, it creates a cycle that gives you cash payment and also credits. As simple as this. So this is how our team cycle bonus works, and this is how it pays. 1650, 825. You can actually already from the beginning earn up to 990 euros per day in cash, an additional on top, which is 495 credits on top of your cash rewards. As simple as this. So each and every day, 990 euros in cash and 495 credits on top of this. And this one can actually be done in the first root center and also in the second and the third center per day. This one, when you become a leader with us and you start getting ranks, you become a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and all the way up to 9-star hopefully in the future. It is all up to you. How much time and effort you put into the business, you will be able actually to earn as much as 8,250 euros in cash per day, topped with 495 credits on top of the cash rewards. This is kind of amazing if you ask me, because already from the start, you will be able to make 990 euros per day in cash. Why is this one then so interesting about the credits? Why it is so interesting about the business expansion pool that we talked about? Yes, because it is a binary. And this is now, listen up really carefully now. Because let's say that you are struggling a bit on one of your sides. Let's say that your A side becomes huge. Let's say that you build for a while, you start having 300,000 CVs saved on the left side and so on, but you are still struggling maybe to get your right side moving. Like I said before, you will be earning from the business expansion pool, also from your units in it, you will be earning credits on top of this. So my question to you now, when you've been in the business for a while, let's say that you acquired some credits, you acquired some units, and you get as high as 50 credits. What will you do with this credit? Let's say your left side is huge. Of course you would be enrolling somebody on your right side with it. So it helps you to grow your business for the long term and to keep it growing and keeping it sustainable through our credits, business expansion wallet, and the business expansion pool. As simple as this. So credits and euros are treated the same way when they are used somewhere in your organization. one extremely powerful reward that we have in Conligus is something that we call a promo bonus. What is a promo bonus? It is actually the name of it itself says a lot. It is a bonus, a reward that you earn for promoting your Conligus business. It is very closely associated with the retail bonus, but it is a way for you to fast being able to earn some money. So how does the promo bonus work? It works in the following way. For a basic pack that only has 50 CVs, there is no promo bonus. No promo bonus, as this is the small pack, the smallest pack, a way to you to get started in the business if your financial situation doesn't allow to get started with a higher amount than the basic. But if you become a pro member, which means that you have 165 CVs, which means that you have a lot more of coins, a lot more of bids that you can give out for your friends, we want to promote for you to grow your business fast. So as soon as you have sampled out 2/3 of the total amount of the bids, the coins found in your pro package inside the 165 CVs, you will be paid a promo bonus. This doesn't require that you have built an organization already, like we talked about with the team cycle bonus. No, but it will help you and your team to grow fast, because it's merely giving stuff forward. So when you have been giving away, this is interesting if you ask me, you have been giving away 2/3 of the total amount of credits found in your package, you will be paid a promo bonus. That is for the pro membership package, actually as much as €20 in cash and 10 credits. For the executive pack, that is the pack that I recommend very strongly. Why? Because it gives you a lot of opportunity to market your business flat out from the beginning. Why? It's a lot of coins in it, it's a lot of bids in it, and you don't need to think about it, who do I send for? No, you just blast it out as fast as possible and follow up. The same rule of this one, 2/3 of the bids, the credits found in the executive pack. So once you sampled out in the executive pack 2/3 of your bids, your credits found in the pack, you will get paid actually as much as €60 in cash plus an additional 30 credits. This is a splendid way for you to fast grow your business. Take the opportunity, take the chance now to sample out as fast as possible 2/3 of your bids. It will take care of all the qualification for you to get paid. It will take care of most of the hassle of getting started in your business. Why? Yes, because if you give forward fast, 1,000 bids as an example. Let's say you split it up for many of your friends. Let's say you send it out for 50 friends. Do you think that you will be able, from these 50 friends, your contacts, to find 2 persons to start building your team? For sure. In this industry, we talk about a low average. So whether or not you are a professional in the business, whether or not you've been involved before, I am 100% sure if you are sending out to 50 of your friends or more packages for free, they will think that it is a splendid idea to do the same, and many of them, not only 2, will also join. It is free to join. Once they also become a basic member or above, they will activate themselves in the same way as you for rewards, and this will make for you team cycles, which will make you cash and credits, and so the circle is completed. The next reward that we will speak about is actually the most powerful of all the rewards in Conligus. It is called the matching bonus, or I would call it a team building reward. Our matching bonus is extremely powerful. Why? We actually pay you rewards for not only what you build, not only the team cycle bonus that we talked about before. It is more powerful than so. The matching bonus is a true win-win reward. Why? Yes, because let's say you start building your business. You start off with, as we talked before, 3 marketing centers. You start helping your friends, let's call them A and B in this case, one on the left side, one on the right side, and you keep on building your business. So in the future, of course, A will of course find one person to sponsor, I am sure, and also another one on the other side and so on. This will go on. It will keep on growing. It doesn't matter how many generations. It is called a generation very simply. Everybody, when you enroll somebody, is your generation number 1. When they enroll somebody, personally enroll somebody, it is their first generation and what? Yes, of course, your second generation. Our matching bonus is extremely powerful and it pays a whooping 10% to as low as a total of 9 generations compressed. I will speak more about the compression a little bit later on. So up to 9 generations in this reward plan you are able to earn rewards. From the beginning you start off as a basic, pro or executive. For the basic there is only 1 generation paid in matching bonus. For the pro there is 3 generations, and for the executive there is 5 generations. So it is a huge difference what kind of member that you become. If you are a basic, you will only be making matching bonus as a win-win on the personally enrolled. So if you enrolled A here personally, you will be making 10% of his cash rewards each and every week. This reward is calculated weekly. It actually spans from Monday to Sunday. For all things that A have been earning during the week, you will be making 10% as a matching on top of your personal cycle bonuses and so on. This is powerful because let's say that you were successful only here. You started to grow with A and your business was exploding on your left side. But this doesn't mean that you are making a lot of money in the cycle bonus that we talked about before. But if you do even 1 cycle per week, so the qualification to participate in the matching bonus is as low as 1 personal cycle. So what was the cycle? We talked about it before. A cycle is generated very simply when you have 150 CVs in a total at least on one of the side and 300 on the other side. So in order for you to make matching bonus, you will need to have 1 cycle per week to qualify for the matching bonus. In the executive option, you will have 5 generations compressed. What does this dynamic compression mean? It means that each and every week the system checks how many in your team have been doing 1 cycle per week. The ones that have not been completing at least 1 cycle are excluded that week. That means that let's say that your A person this specific week wouldn't be doing a cycle. That means that he would be excluded or she would be excluded, and his or hers A person that would be your, normally would be your second generation, would roll up that week to become your first generation. This ensures that you are getting the absolute best out of the matching bonus from 1 generation as a basic, 3 generations as a pro, 5 generations as an executive. Later on, when you keep on developing your business and your business grows, this one of course can be going as deep as 9 generations as a 9-star. Take a calculator into your hand and put a minimum of, for example, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. That is 2 people, correct? Yes? Take this one 9 times and you will see how extraordinary this matching bonus really can be. And this will help you to also grow your other side in the binary from the team cycle bonus that we talked about before. Because let's say that you have a very successful left side. You will be earning matching bonuses, you will be earning rewards, both in cash, like we spoke about before, but also in credits. These credits can be used to compensate on your weaker side. So this is a genius way of paying matching bonus and one of the absolutely most powerful rewards in Conligus. We at Conligus wanted to make our reward plan extremely powerful and also adding as much leverage as possible to your business, being able for you to help and assist you in creating the most leverage straight from the beginning in it. This is why we invented something that we call a leverage bonus. So how does this leverage bonus work? It is a simple way of getting extra payments on top of all the other rewards, such as, for example, the team cycle bonus, such as the matching bonus, and so on. It works in a very simple way. You start off in the business, and as I told you before, explained before, you have 3 marketing centers. To get the leverage bonus, it is extremely simple. You start off with enrolling, one on your left, one on your right. You can keep on, of course, adding. So in this case, maybe you added also one more on the left, one more on your right. From all these people that you personally enrolled, you will start off something that is called a sponsor line. You sponsor A, sponsor means to help somebody create their business. You sponsor B, you sponsor C, you sponsor D. As soon as in any of these lines on your left side, as soon as you on any of these sides reach 1,150 CVs on the left and you reach 1,150 CVs on your right, you will be paid the first step of the leverage bonus. The first step of the leverage bonus is 100 euros in cash if you are an executive member. If you are a basic member or a pro member, it will be 100 credits that will be moved to your business expansion wallet for you to expand your business. It gets even better than this, because this is the first step of the leverage bonus. Creating 1,150 CVs on your left, creating 1,150 CVs on your right. As soon as you reach an additional 2,300 CVs on your left and an additional 2,300 CVs on your right. As simple as this. So as you can understand, the leverage bonus will give you a huge leverage to build your business, because this is paid for each and every of your marketing partners that you enroll in your business in the same kind of way as you. And this leverage bonus has no time limit to achieve. You will, as fast as you reach 1,150 on your left, 1,150 on your right, you will be paid the first installment of 100 euro cash, and as fast as you reach an additional 2,300 on your left, an additional 2,300 on your right, you will be paid the next step of the leverage bonus. So 2 steps. First, 1,150 on your left and your right. Secondly, 2,300 CVs on your left and your right additional. This has no time limit, as I said, so go ahead and do it as fast as possible, because the faster you work your business, the more leverage you will create to your business. Let's go. I hope that you will take this opportunity seriously and get going now. The best time to start is right now, of course. Do not wait. Let's go. So how do I become a leader in Conligus, and how do I qualify for the different kind of ranks that we have in Conligus? It is actually very simple, and it works on a star system. The first star is, of course, a 1 star. So how do I achieve a 1 star? It is simple. Like we talked before, you have 3 marketing centers in Conligus. You can only work with 1, or you can choose to work with 2 or 3 marketing centers, of course. we recommend that you from the beginning only work with the root center. And also in the future there is no need for you to start working on the second or the third. It is totally up to you. Make sure that before you start with any of these second or third marketing centers that you have a very stable and sustainable business in your root center. This you will achieve by, as I said, first of all enrolling at least one on your left, one on your right. Keep on growing, and it is all in Conligus about volume. We count the volume in cycles. So each and every 150 and 300 or 150 and 300 on your sides, on your left and your right in your organization is counting for cycles. To become a 1-star, you need to have 15 cycles earned personally. So in any of your marketing centers, you need to have been earning 15 cycles in a total within a 30-day period. This is extremely simple because we don't work by months in Conligus. We work by a 30-day moving window. So let's say that I start today. I will now have 30 days from this day to achieve 15 cycles in a total in my cycle bonuses, okay? So let's say that I do this one within 30 days exactly. 15 cycles is 15 times 150 CVs, and this one is, of course, if you take a calculator into your hand, this one is exactly 2,250 CVs in the 30-day period. This will make you a 1-star when this one is achieved in your weaker side of your organization. This will, of course, put a total amount of the double on the other side, because this system works with a 1-2 step. So each time you have, like I said, a 300 on one and 150 on the other side, you will do a cycle, and when 15 cycles are achieved, you become a 1-star. As simple as this. Proceeding towards the higher ranks in Conligus, it is not only necessary to earn money yourself. You also have to help your team members to earn money. Same as you, all of these members, they will start earning their personal cycles, of course, by completing 300 on one side, 150 on the other side, same as you. So everybody is treated in the same way. When they are earning money, you are not only making matching bonus like we talked about before, but they create something for you that is called team cycles. So one part is earning cycles yourself, the other one is helping your team members to earn team cycles. You will earn a matching bonus, of course, on it, but it will proceed towards the next rank. So when you help your team grow, you will earn money yourself and you will proceed on the ranking path in Conligus. As simple as this. Check out the reward plan for the exact qualifications for the different star levels. Bye.